How's it going? Welcome back to the channel. We're jumping in with another Overwatch 2 coaching video here today. If you want to submit your own clips to be coached here on the channel, go to the Google form in the description below. Today we're looking at CHILLAXN. Everyone say hello. CHILLAXN going to be playing Sigma. The current rank is Gold 1 from Plat 5. We got a little message here. DPS said I'm the worst Sigma ever. It's my main though. I'm a bit rusty since Overwatch 1 and maybe I just don't know the meta anymore. Man, tank players get so rough. They were tilted because I didn't go Zarya, which might have been a better pick against D.Va, but they said Zarya double pocket healed them, which is kind of a red flag for me. My Zarya experience usually when bubbling DPS is that you overextend and die without building charge. Things fell apart after offense capping the first point. I made callouts that I was trying to group them up and ult them, and DPS scarred them. I tried to pop up on the supports but only got one. It was a big waste. I made a call out and they were all grouped up to get in there and ask Kiriko to ult. That was my bad. They said I wasn't playing aggressive enough, so I started to try and put more pressure on, and things fell apart at the end. I should have rocked their support more, but besides that, I don't know what else I can do. I want to get to diamond or higher. Well, my friend, we are gonna help you here today. So jumping in, we're looking at the sky. Okay, cool. So the enemy team are rocking deep. That's a song. Whoa, okay. So the enemy team are rocking D.Va, Sombra, Ashe, Kiriko, and Ana. Alright, let's just watch this for a sec. Right. What's going on here? I actually don't mind. Ideally, maybe you kind of want to put that barrier just a little bit closer to you. Our Junkrat seems to be aware that Sombra is in here. I think he's virused right now, so kind of just holding these three here at bay. I don't mind hitting D.Va with Rock, then stunning D.Va, and then getting a kill on Ana, or even just damaging Ana and damaging Kiriko. Pretty wizard, I dig it. Your Ashe got a pick on their Ashe, which is great. And the rest of your team seems to be well aware of Sombra. So D.Va pulls out. Unfortunately, we missed that kill on Ana. But our Ashe does manage to get a kill on the Kiriko, which is great. We love to see that. Looking for Sombra. That's fine. Just our Yari was could have gone really bad there. I mean, Yari could have died being that far. And I believe that was Pylon on the other side of the wall. Not great. It means we're down Pylon. Oh man, how sick would that be if you turned around and pushed Sombra and caught her with a rock? That would be absolutely incredible. I like that though. I like Sombra being in the backline, you hit her, and then you immediately turn back to D.Va to stop D.Va from pushing in on your team. Hitting D.Va with rock. I actually really like that. That was really good. What do you want to do? Yeah, call that barrier back. Love to see it. Unfortunately, it does go down. Yeah, we just want to kind of... Ooh, that's not... That wasn't really your fault. I'm not saying anything about how you did it wasn't great. That was just kind of bad circumstance. Oh, right. Okay. Unfortunately, we don't get the barrier back in time. But I was about to absolutely rail Ana here. Bro, I love it when the replay to it breaks. It's so here, our barrier right now is kind of sitting stable. It's not doing anything here. You know, the enemy team have already pushed behind it. So when we extend it to about there, and then D.Va pushes in behind it, we should have called it back. It doesn't need to be there. You know, Sombra's already behind us, and D.Va's already past the barrier. Ana's over here. Granted, you might not know where Ashe is, but Ashe is all the way back here. And Kiriko just died. So that barrier should have came back, and if we had pulled that barrier back then, we probably could have gotten the barrier. No, we would have. We would have gotten the barrier up to get it in front of that bomb. Unfortunately, we know all hope is lost. We're going to throw a rock at it. And it kills us and Junkrat. And then Sombra kills Yari. And then it's just Ashe alive. And Ashe decides to send Bob out on the point. Not great. Bob wasn't going to do much here. Unless Bob saves us. Hold on. Go on, Bob. You mad thing. No, Bob got hacked. No. So what we're gonna do here? Junkrat's push to try to touch this point. We don't want to go. We don't want to go touch this point. We just come back. Pull that barrier back. Yeah, cool. Just pull back. If you want to try hold this choke, go for it. They have Sombra and that D.Va though. So a lot of flanking positions to kind of just pick your team off. So kind of pull back a bit, hold them in this choke. would be sort of a better plan. Sombra's on us. Put the barrier up, and we want to walk back. Oh, I hit the space bar. We just want to come back a bit. Nice blocking that dynamite. Now, what I'm gonna pull back to is that your team were saying for you to play this area. Playing Sigma into D.Va, I actually don't mind. See, Sigma, he really fails a lot of stuff right now, because there's a lot of people that are able to just sort of negate his absorb and his shield. Sombra being one of them, D.Va also kind of being one of them, more so Winston, you know, Roadhog, Mauga, hell, even Reinhardt or Matcher, whatever. But against what you're doing against this D.Va, I'm digging it. You're keeping pressure on this D.Va, which is really, really good. You're not giving that D.Va a chance to get into your backline, to get picks on your team. You acknowledge her and you hit her with a rock and shut her down immediately. So she has no real option but to stand here in front of you. Now, going back to what your DPS said, your Ash shouldn't be here. Just saying, your Ash should be here. And also about saying, you know, best pick isn't Sigma. Neither was Junkrat. So that's an unfortunate, also an unfortunate use of our absorb there. I actually don't even know what it's called. Vortex. I have no clue. So the EMP comes in. We kind of hold our absorb too late. I don't know what it's called. EMP comes in. We use that a little too soon, kind of behind our barrier, not really doing much. And then the team kind of walk in and kill us. Again, that probably could have gone a bit better for you if, say, your Ashe and Yari had been a little more better position. Instead of being right behind you, Sombra probably wouldn't have gotten you all with that EMP. They probably would have been able to help out a little better, use their abilities a little sooner, not take as much damage. But D.Va gets nanoed, and they all just start pushing up and killing our team. Our team should just get out here. We go to try and help more. Unfortunately, we don't get there in time. Nothing you could have really done there. I seen something there that I actually really enjoyed. Usually when I see Sigmas in this lower level, they kind of just aim the rock at the person. But what I seen here was this sort of tracking in front of D.Va. It means you have a good awareness of that your rock is a projectile and it's not just a hit scan that's gonna hit anything. I know that's a very slight thing, but I actually really did enjoy seeing that. It was sort of good tracking awareness, good barrier. Then we're gonna absorb Bob and we're gonna get a bunch of healing off him. Unfortunately, we're kind of pushed the wrong way. We kind of want to push back into our choke. Yeah, push back down here. About healers are down, we just kind of want to run away. We get hacked and D.Va pushes us. Okay, yeah. When you guys pushed in here, you guys probably should have pushed down here. But I get that was kind of panic, and you guys were kind of here. Bob was in. You guys tried to get out of the way of Bob instead of going this way, but whatever. Right. So coming in on this point, holding here is where we want to be. It's a nice, simple place to hold. Even this corner, we want to hold this corner. We don't let. Oh no, that's so unfortunate. I wanted to see a good gravitational flux. But yeah, as I was saying, I wanted to see this corner being held. Reason is because no one's gonna really able to get to this high ground except Sombra. At this range, Sombra's not gonna do too much damage unless she drops down or she stands here like right above your head. The only positions people can come at you is here. You get a good view of this door. Here, like, explains itself, and then here, this is the corner that you guys can funnel back in. That's why I want to see you kind of try and hold this corner, instead of kind of holding here, which I like. You're doing. This Ashe should not be here. This Ashe should be here. This Ashe should be here. And if not, they don't want to be there. They should at least be here. So what I'm actually seeing right now is that you are actually playing really well. You were saying that in Overwatch 1, you know, you're a bit rusty since then. Sigma's your main. You obviously do have a good sort of awareness of Sigma's kit. Unfortunately, that comes in again. I like this, trying to keep D.Va off your team. Unfortunate. Barrier went down anyway, so. Like this. If we have Kiriko alive, Kiriko gets heals on us, and we go in. This is we're holding this like we're a fucking unit right now. We're an actual legend. But right now we are starting to get a little ahead of ourselves. We kind of want to pull back now. We want to pull back. Our Sombra died. Unless we get... Oof. Jesus. Amazing. That was a good combo. You know, you and Ash. And I see there you're telling your team to fall back, so you are kind of aware. Me telling you to pull back there was just me trying to be extra safe, not trying to maybe get a potential pick on our team. Actually, I think I know what you're doing. I was about to say, we seem to have a bit of a habit of sending our barrier a little too far. But what I actually think you're trying to do here is you're trying to cut D.Va's healing off from her. Which, if you are, that just goes to show that you do have like really good awareness of your character. I lost track of what I was doing. I rushed my window to see if I could see the northern lights. I can't. Maybe during the night. What I think was happening, we were falling back. Oh yeah, we were talking about trying to block off the enemy healing. That I dig that. That's not a gold level tactic. We went for the ult on 3 of them support. I see what you mean by trying to keep them all grouped. But I'll go back to first person here. Nice pick on the Ana there. Going after the Kiriko. Good pick on the Kiriko. You're going crazy. You're going actually crazy right now. Now, you did say you were in plat, so I don't think your skill level is that of gold. I'm going to assume you fell to gold through an unfortunate losing streak. You know, everyone has a time where they fall back down a rank. Ooh, you managed to save yourself there, which was a very, very close, but you couldn't really have done much to save the rest of them. I mean, you were here, Kiriko's dead in here, don't even know where Moira is. There. So unfortunately, to get one good D.Va bomb off, and that's it for the team. Now whether you were playing Zarya, there wasn't much you were going to be able to do about that. See what goes on here. Right, the team gets healing us. Lucky, we were very lucky there. Going after Kiriko, love that. You know who to pick. You know what I'm saying, like a good sense of target priority. When D.Va is pushing your team, you switch to D.Va and you start stunning D.Va. And you know, beating down D.Va, making sure she can't attack your team. But then once D.Va backs off, it's right back to supports, trying to get picks on those squishier characters. You know, trying to hit Ana with rocks. I love hitting Ana with rocks. I don't think you play anyone else. I think you're playing Sigma again. Yeah, cool. We're changing skin though to the composer skin. I'm enjoying watching this Sigma gameplay. It's really, it's like, it's not gold. It's definitely plat and above. And you could very easily probably get into Diamond. One thing I'm sure you probably know is that Sigma's not always going to work. You're going to have to probably play like the likes of Orisa, Mauga, Roadhog, even Reinhardt, Ramatra at times. But even here, he works. He works in the situation here. Put your barrier over, it's like Ramatra's barrier. It gives you that chance to sort of just push in with your team. It is a good barrier for the likes of what exactly you're doing. Sending that barrier straight at Ana so that D.Va can't be healed. And you've got that range to pressure the high ground. It's... what I don't think the issue here was with this. The issue wasn't you playing Sigma into a D.Va. I don't think that was the issue or has been the issue. Because you know what you're doing with Sigma. You know who to be targeting. But the DPS we're playing right now is Torbjorn, absolute unit. On Hanzo. Now, if this D.Va were to say, probably swap to the likes of Zarya, swap to the likes of Reinhardt, of Orisa, I would say then maybe hop off Sigma. But fighting here into D.Va, I don't mind. And you see D.Va's not really being too much of a threat. So you just turn. Look at the supports. Get the pick on Ana. Your supports keep you alive. It's great. It's actually great. Yeah, pulling up. We can get that Ashe. We can get that Ashe. Again, just leaving D.Va alone. Like, if you separate D.Va from the rest of her team, D.Va's not going to do a lot. She's just not. And that's what I think is the really good part here. And I honestly don't see about your team saying you're not playing aggressive enough. You're playing just the amount of aggression at just the right times. You are by no means the worst Sigma. By no means. Right, Bob's going out. Bob's dead. I was going to say, try to get some feed off of Bob here with your... Right, we probably could have gotten that Ash. Hanzo managed. We don't get Kiriko. No. That's really unfortunate that we managed to get stuck in the trap there. I'm going to assume that's the ult you were talking about, where you only managed to get one support. Listen, using your ult and catching one support is by no means a waste. You catching that one support gives you a major advantage. It puts, you know, 5v4 and they're down to support, means less healing for their tank, less healing for their DPS. Unfortunately, we did get stuck in the trap there. Junkrat just bombed us and then D.Va shot us, and yeah, whatever. Right, pushing back in. Nice there, trying to get cast out of danger there. Right, we don't really want to be in this room. That's unfortunate. Once we'd seen that we didn't get much charge, I mean like much health off of that, what we should have done was everyone here should just get the fuck out of this room, because of two reasons. This is going to stop you guys from hitting anyone back here, and then the second reason are these two fellas right here. He's going to stand there and just mow damage down that. He's just going to hit everyone. And he's just bombing. He's just shooting bombs. He's going to sit back here and just lob bombs at you guys. You guys are all going to explode. And then Sombra's over here going for a sneaky, probably back cap or something. Or I don't know what Sombra's doing. Sombra arguably should have been here. Then again, where Sombra wasn't going to save you guys from what's happening here. Our barrier gets melted. We should have just got out. And then Kiriko pops ult. Not a great situation. Kiriko should not have been popping ult in such a tiny room. You know, especially going to a tiny room where they do have a soldier and a Junkrat and a D.Va to eat up any damage we throw at them. So we're going out again main. I'm going to assume this is maybe where the team told you to step it up in terms of aggression. You know, there's 4 minutes left of the game, 3 minutes left of the game. Sorry. I can see that your sort of decision making skills and your play style has slightly changed. It's a little more all over the place. Which, you know, it's hard to not let what your team says about how you're playing get you, especially when you're playing tank. You are the only tank in that team. It's why playing tank is such a horrible role, because you are the only one, and the entire team can be so quick to blame the entire match on you. The reason why you lost is on you, and it really does suck. It's not great, because I forgot what I was gonna say. So yeah, it's not great, because as soon as one thing goes wrong, people start blaming the tank. Tank's not doing well enough. Tank diff. But you're not playing bad. I don't know if that was coordinated, but that was really good. Using a high noon into a Sigma ult is really good, because no one can go anywhere. And Cask can just look at everyone and shoot. It's great. It's great. Oh. Unfortunate. We were just about in. That's really unfortunate. Snarky Dragon with the D.Va bombs. The enemy Sombra is taunting us outside our spawn. We seem to be waiting for our team. Not going in too far. Bastion maybe popped that a little too early. My guy, you're not going to get much value out of that from that range. So we're fighting D.Va here again. Pushing barrier back at Ana and Kiriko. Good. Maybe we want to kind of push a barrier now towards that likes of that soldier that is ulting into our team behind us. Will we be able to save this though? I don't know. I doubt it. Yeah, I doubt it. Unfortunate. Okay, so to pretty much sum up a lot of stuff I hear, a lot of stuff you were doing was actually really good. Focus. A lot of stuff you were doing was actually really good. I do see the sort of team pressure getting to you at the end of the game, very minor mistakes sometimes. Just maybe the barrier goes out at the wrong time. Maybe the barrier is not really where it needs to be at the right time. So the barrier is out, but it's not really protecting your team from the biggest source of damage that they are taking. Mechanically, you do seem to know Sigma pretty well. You could definitely benefit more from taking the sort of high ground positions. You know, everyone can benefit from just taking high ground more. So the main things I would pretty much just say to you is just work on that barrier timing. You know, work on the barrier placement. I do like trying to cut the tank off from the support, but it can be very negated. So make sure you're just kind of being on top of that, and then if the supports are copping onto that, make sure just bring that barrier back and protect your team. Use high ground a bit more. It will certainly help. It'll make your shots much easier to hit. Everyone can just benefit from the high ground. It's great. Try to be a little more where your team is as well. You don't know, like that Ash overextended in front of your barrier. And also, just I know tanks being it's hard. Tanks are hard, bro. It's hard being a tank. Mentally, it's rough. It's rough being a tank, but you were by far not the worst Sigma. So don't let the team, what I say, really get you down. Just kind of ignore it and try work with the team still, and then go next. It's all you can really do. But in terms of what you said in the message, I didn't see anything you were really talking about there. You were playing, you know, a good amount of aggression when you needed to play aggression. I think it's just when the team told you be more aggressive, you kind of threw care into the wind and just started walking at the enemy team. But you were doing really good throughout that entire game, and it made me really... It made the game really fun to watch. But yeah, just keep up what you're doing and then work on the small things like the barrier placement, the barrier timing. Use high ground a bit more, and you'll in no time be back in plat and certainly onwards to diamond. And if I'm sure you know that Sigma isn't going to work in every, and of course I'm sure you know Sigma's not going to work in every situation. So it's always good to have a backup tank. You were just so sleepy. Look at you. Oh my goodness. That's all I have for today's video. If you guys did enjoy the video, hit that subscribe button. It does help out quite a bit. We are pushing for 500 subscribers, and we are just Optimus Prime. Could you not? We are so close to hitting 400 subscribers. It is right around the corner, so go ahead and hit that subscribe button. If you want to commission me for my art, you can go to my VGen, which is also linked in the description. I lost my train of thought there. Go check out the VGen. It's got some great art on there. And if you want to support me and my channel and my dog, you can go over to my coffee, which is also linked in the description. But yeah, me, Belle, or Matra are all gonna go wallow in sadness because I live in Dublin and I cannot see those fucking northern lights. I'm actually so depressed. But guys, let's get out of here.